Hey Girls Gone Sporty fans and followers, thanks for tuning in to today's review. So today I am reviewing the Sodastream Source. It's a $99 package that helps you carbonate stuff, liquids, fluids, whatever. Water generally is what you're going for. But so the Sodastream Source is $99 and it comes with one of the bottles that actually works with the system, and then it comes with a carbonator as well, which is the actual CO2 cartridge that injects the water with bubblies. And then you've also got it comes with kind of a package of flavored beverages. I don't have that on display here. I did receive this for free to test out and review, and I also received some other goodies as well that I'm just going to kind of show you. But my main concern, so I don't drink sodas really at all, but I drink a lot of sparkling water, like lots of it. And so my main concern is pricing. Is the Sodastream Source a better deal for me than buying my 12 packs of carbonated waters? So when I was at the store just yesterday, I priced out what my 12 pack of carbonated waters would be, and it was $3. I know you can get them for a little bit less or a little bit more, kind of depending on what you're going for. I'm not going high end. This is store brand carbonated 12 pack, and it was $3. So the Sodastream Source, the one carbonator that it comes with costs or gets you 60 liters of water. So I did, cost benefit analysis, whatever, cost analysis, and for 60 liters worth of the canned sodas, that costs $42.25. Okay, so then I did some more working out, right? So if this covers me for 60 liters, and I've got the initial upfront cost of $100 for the Sodastream Source, the carbonator, the bottle, and then I would want some of the unsweetened flavors, which are these that cost $10 for the three pack here. So these are just little flavor you add to the actual water. In essence of this one's orange or citrus, this one's lemon, and then this one's raspberry. These last a while because you're just adding like a drop to an entire liter. Anyway, so $10 for that. So I said, okay, the initial package, we've got $100 plus $10. And then the cartridge refills cost $15 to take them into your local. Here I could take it to Walmart or Home Depot or Target or anything like that, and they will switch out your cartridge for you for $15. So I did a little, figuring out, and it would take me 4 cartridge refills to recoup the cost of the cost of actually buying the 12 packs of carbonated beverages. So that's the equivalent of roughly 240 liters worth of carbonated beverage, which you don't really need to know that. I need to know that because I know I go through carbonated beverages like crazy. But essentially, it does end up paying off after a while. There is that upfront initial cost, and then it is just a matter of kind of continuing to use it, going through, you have to decide for yourself whether or not it's too much of a hassle to get the carbonators refilled if you have somewhere local where you can take them in. Otherwise, you are going to add to the cost because purchasing a 2-pack refill of those carbonators does cost $60. So that essentially doubles the price per carbonator to have to buy a new one straight up. So that's kind of what you're looking at in terms of cost. It does pay off if you continue to use it, if it's worth it to you to go to the store and kind of, trade out your carbonators. If you're a soda drinker, there are also options for soda. So you can see here, this is what their sodas come in. Soda mix is concentrated soda mix. So you can basically take a cap of this and pour it into your water once it's carbonated and have, in this case, a cranberry drink, carbonated cranberry drink. Or you can buy these soda caps where you basically take your carbonated water, you set this on top, you twist it, and it releases the mix into your water and immediately mixes soda. I'm not going to show you how that's done today. I'm just going to show you how the carbonator itself works. It's very easy. What I've been doing is taking just a gallon bottle of water that I fill up in the tap. I just put it in a gallon holder so that I can put it in the fridge and so it's cold. So I take a cold gallon of water. I just pour the water into my water bottle here. And you fill it up to the fill line. You don't want to go above that fill line because you need some space when you're adding the, whoops, just spilled, carbonated water to, or the carbonation to the water. Then with this fully flipped forward, you see how it's angled forward, and with this part of the source fully upward, you'll see what I mean in a second. You stick this on top, you twist it, and you push it down, and it just hangs there. So this bottle is made for this system. Then all you do is press down on this. And I like mine super carbonated, so I'm gonna wait for all three. And so I've illuminated all three of the lights. Gonna pop that up, gonna pull this forward and release. And I've got carbonated water. So once I have the carbonated water, I can decide what I want to do with it. So I can either add an essence to the water so that I have flavored carbonated water. I can take one of the Sodastream caps, place it on top, press down and twist, and release the soda into the water, and then I have a soda. Or I can take one of their mixes, their concentrated mixes, and take a capful, pour it in. I will say, the one time I tried to do it with the mix, the concentrated mix, I poured a capful in, and there was more of a reaction than I expected. It overflowed, went all over the carpet. It wasn't good. It came right up, but that wasn't ideal. The caps have been very, very easy to use. So they do cost more than the concentrated mixes, but you know, if you want soda on the go. I will say one of the benefits, now, like I said, I don't drink a lot of soda, I don't buy soda. It's not something that I do. But these taste great. They are actually, they're made with cane sugar rather than with any of the other kind of sweeteners you can add, high fructose corn syrup. And they have actually less calories than your typical soda would have. So I think a whole liter, for instance, of one of these is like 140 calories, when generally if you're looking at a 12-ounce can, that's about 120 calories of your standard Coke. So there are fewer calories. If you are a soda drinker, it might be a good option. There are diet options as well. I don't drink a lot of juices either, just because generally speaking, they're not 100% juice and they're not as healthy. So I try to stick to my just standard water. So I'll kind of show you how this works. All you're doing with the essences is you are just pouring in kind of a drop, maybe 2 drops if you want a little extra flavor. Put the cap back on, put this cap back on, and you just roll your bottle to get it nice and mixed. You're good to go. So this for me, because of how much carbonated water I drink, is a really good deal for me, especially because I don't mind if I don't have a flavored carbonated water. So I don't even necessarily need to buy these, and I'll still drink the stuff. I think it tastes delicious. It's nice and cold when you've got the pre-cooled water from your fridge. So for me, it works really nicely. It ends up coming out well in the end in terms of cost. I haven't had to switch out my carbonator yet, so we'll see how that goes, see if it's a process, see if it's something that is more annoying to deal with. But if you have to go to the grocery store and pick up cans anyway, I can't imagine that it'd be that much different. So that is the Sodastream source. There are other versions available. You can find out all about it, how everything else costs out by going to sodastreamusa.com. And if you want to watch more of our reviews, see more of what's going on, you can always go to girlsgonesporty.com or YouTube/girlsgonesporty. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe.